After many weeks of tirelessly searching for the remains of 28-year-old Jamal Humes, his loved ones are tonight a step closer to finality. The mechanic was last seen alive by friends and family on the night of December 20th, 2017. When he failed to show up on Christmas Day, his mother became deeply worried. It was unlike Jamal to go without informing her of his whereabouts.
It is extremely strange because my son do not go anywhere or do anything without first informing me. If my son decide that he will go away for the Christmas, I would have known because he would have let me know. If it was a text, my son's phone is dead. And my son will eventually, if he was out during the day and his phone died, he will borrow somebody's phone and he'll give me a call. Me feature, Mom, I'm fine.
That phone call never came. It has been 3 months and 3 days, and word of a badly decomposed corpse found earlier today in a shallow grave in the Western Pines community, presumably the skeletal remains of that missing person, spread quickly on social media.
Been concentrating in this area, and when we hear there's a discovery, actually we see it on the news source we go out via social media. I decided to take a run out here because we are concentrating in this area. Many of our tips came that Jamal body is in this area. So I decided to just take a run out here today to be on the ground to report back to Jamal mom because she's in the States. She went last week for her birthday.
This morning, sometime before 9 o'clock, a passerby who was walking along this feeder road, which runs adjacent to the 8 Mile neighborhood, happened upon a grisly sight. His dog, following the sharp smell of a decaying meat, had led him to where the stiff had been buried.
When we did the search at the 8 Miles Lewis farm, when we did that search, the same night of that search, we had some people left behind to monitor the farm because we knew that this was on the media, and we knew that there was a possibility that the perpetrators could come and retrieve the body and replace it somewhere else. So we had someone watching the farm. We got a call approximately about 9 p.m. When we got that call, I immediately called Mr. Chester Williams, and he told me he would call me back. He called me back and told me that Mr. Ack would be, along with some other policemen, would be going to the farm. So I got a call from Mr. Ack, and they told me that they wanted myself and the family to go along. I don't believe that it was right to expose the family and myself. We don't know what type of crossfire, if any, would have happened. I believe that if the police had gone to the scene that night, I don't know what the guys were doing there. I cannot assume. But I do believe it has some sort of connection, if it is indeed that this body found is Mr. Jamal Humes.
The search for Jamal in the days after his disappearance brought volunteers into this general vicinity. The lay of the land towards the end of the rainy season made it extremely difficult for the search party to arrive at this location.
We did came down this road, but we were unable to come all this way down due to water. It was flooding. Yeah, sometime in January. Yeah. We came all the way up about 300 feet from here, and by the old house out there that you see out there in that old van, and we weren't able to come down any further.
It has been a tough 12 weeks for the family. At the time of our interview with Sean Nicholas, there was no certainty that the body lying beneath the surface of the dirt road was indeed that of his slain nephew.
We just really can't give up on Jamal. We can't give up on our loved one. As I'm speaking here, bring tears to my eyes. That's Jamal is basically like my son. I raised him from he was months old. He's not only my nephew. I would never stop search. If it take me 100 years, I would not stop search.
Late this evening, those who attended the post-mortem examination, including Jose Luis Espat, confirmed independently that the remains were indeed those of the automotive technician.
There are two motives. I was looking at, like I said, at the several press conferences I had before. The main one would be he was a witness, an eyewitness to a murder that occurred on Farbers Road. The other was allegedly some sort of money mismanagement, and there are several police officers' names that have been called. So those are the two main motives that we were looking on from the onset of the investigation.
Reporting for News 5, I am Mr. Anna Cayetano.